Today's guest could be one of the most castigated characters on YouTube. Don't know what that word means, go and search it on Google. Castigated. He's loved by a few, hated by many. George described him as goalkeeper's Marmite. He's bled for the Dons, but now he searches for Don's blood. Manwhale.
You're next! You're next!
Well, before we get into anything, we have to get one question out of the way, man. Are you a man or a whale? What's going on, people? Welcome back. It's another episode of the DONCAST. Content pays the bills. We're just trying to keep the lights on.
Hey, turn that shit on!
As you can see, man, we're trying to keep the lights on, man. But yeah, welcome back. We're going to be bringing guests in to the DONCAST. We're going to do this as a weekly series. So make sure you leave in the comments below. Who would you like to see come on the DONCAST? What do you want to see us talk about? Leave your comments. Also ask questions in the comments. In the next episode, we'll answer some of your comments and take it from there. Before we get started, it's an important day at this club. We mark the anniversary of Jimmy Mugenyi, Big G's father, who obviously passed away. So we haven't got any drink on the table, but we'll raise the glass over here for Mr. Big G, Jimmy Mugenyi. Big G, talk to us.
Oh, these days come around quicker than you realise. I didn't
Trust me,
expect to have to talk about it on a...
Yeah, you end up laughing about it,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. I told you this a long time ago. If you don't laugh, you cry. And when you've lost people as close and as important in your life as your male role model, you realise the impact of having them in your life and not having them. I lost my dad at 26. Obviously, I've got 3 other siblings, but the importance of a male role figure is why the Dons is seen as such a pivotal part of the community, because we do champion masculinity, but we also do show the vulnerable side in terms of being able to talk about losing people, but bouncing back. Our reaction to losing those closest to us has always been, we'll go harder, you know. But I also think that what I told you when you lost your mum, everyone grieves different.
Yeah, exactly.
We all go through it in different stages in terms of being at some people cry straight away, others go even harder. I remember being with you when you lost your mum and we spoke, but it was packaging the same day.
Same day, bro.
Same day, you know.
Half-term camp, I think the week after.
Yeah, like it was straight back.
But you know what they say, bro? They say a father's job is done when he can leave this earth and his son can I don't know the full words, but when he can leave this earth and his son can function without him. So I think he done his job.
Yeah, that's what my dad always said to me.
You know what I'm saying?
He always said to me that he was never afraid of death, you know, no matter how it came. I used to laugh about it because I was thinking, it sounds a bit crazy. Yeah. It's like, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
But remember this, by that time, he's a man that has lost people, man.
Yeah.
So it's like I said to you, are you afraid of death?
No.
Because when you die, you get to see your mum again, your dad again. Yeah. When I die, I get to see my mum again. These are voices we haven't heard. Yeah. We haven't heard in a long time, bro.
Andrew,
you know what I'm saying?
This year, yeah, what is it? We're in 2023. I lost my mum at 14.
Yeah.
That's nearly 20 years without hearing her, you know.
Bro, I said it in the latest lyric when I said, true, I ain't wrote a verse in a year. I miss my mum's voice. I ain't heard it in years. But I deal with that on the battlefield with my shield and axe. It's SC Dons, Chris. Pain and loss. But this club is built on love. And we love Jimmy Mugenyi. And look what we're doing now. We're working. Let's brighten up the mood, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Do you know
but
it's important that we hate them up.
Do you know what? I'll say one thing as well, yeah. Because exactly what you just said, yeah. Today I was with Goals for Gosh and I went to the Great Ormond Street.
Good work. I saw that,
Great Ormond Street Hospital.
Touch on it.
And I went to 3 wards for the children. So in the last 3 years, we've raised over £110,000 over 3 games. You know, and that's due to the work from Charlotte and Grovesy, who started it and reached out to me years ago. And I just want, you know what we're like. We've been working with kids in the community for a very long time, yeah.
And I'll touch on this real quick, yeah. Like we was in studio last night till 4 a.m. Chris. George was sparred, so he was with us at 4 a.m. He sparred this morning at 9 a.m. I was meant to train and I bottled it. Sparred so 4 a.m. he went to sleep. Sparred at 9 a.m. Yeah. Then I saw you doing the Goals for Gosh work in Great Ormond Street, where your dad used to work, right?
No. He used to work in on Shooters Hill.
Yeah.
But it was like I was saying to you, we use our pain to motivate us and we turn it into momentum.
Yeah.
So even like you're saying last night, it weren't a sleeping thing. The energy that we give out to people is, look, somebody's got a similar story to you, but they ain't complaining about it. They're getting on with their lives. And that's how I always see it. I always see it like people say, oh, George, you've lost both parents. We've got people in our circle that have had one parent or no parents. People have come through foster care. You've seen Meet the Dons with Drops and Doc. I don't have to single them out, but those are people that have not had the easiest start to life. So when you're able to have empathy for other people, you start thinking, it's not about me. And that's why when I went and saw those kids in the council, I went to the wall today and I saw them kids with cancer. I was like, we're fortunate to be in a position we are. And
happy birthday, Mr. Wackett.
And Mr. Wackett, man.
Still
Club
Benson,
legend, man.
Turning 37 today.
Yeah, man.
Every team needs a hard nut.
K Lambo on the buttons.
Listen, this is an average podcast, bro. I like Chris. It's an average podcast in terms of like we're doing what we're doing. We're just trying to keep the lights on, bro.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, so like we're freestyling our way through these things. If you want to sponsor the club, if you want to sponsor the Dons, if you want to sponsor the podcast, get in contact. You know what I'm trying to say? They called us a bunch of mugs, so we got a bunch of Donny mugs.
Show me the other side of Donny. What they
he wants to be a Donaire. That was another project and something we came up with, but we never got around to doing it because we're just so busy. Before we get into the guest that's in the building, a serious guest, we'll quickly touch on G. By the time this episode comes out, I think you'll be fighting in a few days later, so they'll see it just before. 24th of September, you're fighting. DFC 3, main event, big up Flips, big up TUA Boxing Gym, Gav, everyone involved. G is headlining. Talk to us. Obviously, we've all at some stage lived together at HQ, yeah? And I used to think SK was being a dickhead. He would come home and he's grumpy, he's moaning, he hasn't eaten, he has to make weight. Obviously, you know what it's like. You was in camp with him at that point as well, because you had the fight coming up. He was on the undercard of Hatton and Barrera. And then I started to hear him moaning about his hands, his back and everything. I was like, Salvin's an athlete. And then I joined the camp here and I realised, bruv, this shit is tough, man. Boxing is tough, bro.
It is so tough. Like, there's days, yeah, like, especially because I went into the heavyweight division. I started like camp with Lee Cook and Tarek and them boys. And they were boys that I'd seen.
Baptism under fire.
Yeah,
bro.
like really having tear-ups. Then Harry Morgan came into it, had amateur fights and
seasoned fighters.
Technical, knew how to have a tear-up if they had to, yeah. And I was carrying home and I got hit in my Adam's apple. I got a bust, my nose got bust open, my chin, muscles that hadn't, and parts of my face that hadn't been hit before. And I was just in pain all the time, to the point I didn't even want to turn up the next day. Tough, and you think to yourself, like, I'm not a coward. And it was like, you get your small wins, yeah. Like, I got lucky here because in the camp here, I was sparring Lee, yeah. And I remember I hit him with like a one. It was a jab right here, and I saw his eye cut open. That was him. He never came back.
Big G Lee Cook DFC 4.
That's all you did.
Hey, Flips, line it up. Big G Lee Cook DFC 4. Hey, hold tight, Lee Cook, man. What animal?
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, he ain't in camp no more.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what? All that's been happening is it's just the showing up here, and having people like yourself around me, SK, who have asked me to be better. You know, like, you don't want to run. Just remember, I've been playing as well alongside this.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So I've just been, like, burnt out, like, really burnt out mentally, because I know even as a keeper, you might laugh and go, oh, George, you're not moving much. You know how I lead. Yeah. I am full 90 minutes plus of energy, focus, putting my body on the line. I've had dead legs, I've rolled my ankles, I've done this, and I've had back my eczema, bro. You've seen it, like... But I'm here. Yeah. And the biggest thing I can say is, like, anyone who's now seen a fight will know that we've led by example, because there had to be a Don on the fight card. There had to be. And that's why I said, if anyone's going to do it, I've got to be the captain and lead by example.
I'd encourage young men and men in general to look into boxing. The art of war is something that we shouldn't neglect. It's a skill and an art. And it's important as men to remain competitive and put yourself in uncomfortable positions.
Sparring's the difference.
Sparring is uncomfortable because you're in the position where you're being asked to remain composed while a man approaches you violently. That's basically what boxing is. Can you remain composed while a man is approaching you with violent intent? I really encourage it. So look into it. It's great for fitness. It's great for self-discipline, and it's good for your mental health. So big up Gav as well, Gav and Shaq and everyone at TA Boxing Gym, because they put a lot of time into us and we really appreciate it. They've had a really good impact on our lives. So big up, man.
Thank you, guys.
Anyway, today's guest could be one of the most castigated characters on YouTube. If you don't know what that word means, go and search it on Google. Castigated. He's loved by a few, hated by many. George described him as goalkeeper's Marmite. He's bled for the Dons, but now he searches for Don's blood. It's the Manwhale.
This is your fault.
Manwhale in the building,
Why are
man.
you focusing on him Christian Winks, man? I knew you would do it, fam.
Yeah.
This guy,
is their
guy,
fault.
fam.
Talk to us, bro.
This is their fault.
Frankenstein returns.
But before we get into anything, we have to get one question out of the way, man. Are you a man or a whale?
Oh man.
A man.
Man.
I answered it straight away.
I will.
There you go, guys. There you go. Now, look, we're gonna talk today. We're gonna talk today with the whale, and this is someone I actually admire because you put yourself out there to be criticised.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that is something that the Dons I feel resonate with, because we do the same thing. You speak your truth. You take a lot of criticism and a lot of banter, but you take it on the chin.
Yeah. 100%.
And I respect it. Yeah. And that's why we brought you in today. But we're gonna break the ice before we get into anything with what we would describe as a this or that round. It's a quick fire round.
Yeah.
It's this or that, and you need to answer it without realistically, without hesitation. All right, you ready? Yeah. Are we ready? Yeah. Welcome to this or that. Yeah. It's this or that.
This or that.
Whales or dolphins?
Wells.
Free Willy or Jaws?
Jaws.
Jaws. Do you know what Free Willy is?
Bro,
Huh? A man turned down Free Willy for Jaws.
no.
Fabian Barthez or Manuel Fartez?
What's this?
Meat or fish?
Fish.
Would you rather play for Jamie Leggett or top and tail with the twins?
Why are you not doing this?
I'm gonna have to rush you, bro. I'm gonna have to rush you for an answer. Never.
No, you got to answer.
No, you can't do that.
Go on, we'll move. Oz Ten Hag or Brad Tastic?
Brad.
Ooh.
Fam.
Zoo or aquarium?
Zoo.
A humpback whale or a sperm whale?
Humpback.
Would you rather have a whale of a time or be the dog's bollocks?
Whale of a time.
Finally, England or Wales?
England or Wales?
England or Wales, bro? Wales. What,
That was good. Alright, that was good.
what do whales chew?
What the? Humans.
No.
Blubber gum.
I'm joking.
Blubber gum. Alright, man.
I had you. That's the end of
Yeah.
this or that.
This or that. Let's get into it, G, man. Let's talk to the whale. First of all, thank you for coming in, bro. I know you've been at work today as well. You're a busy man. And I know you've got little ones and that. So, yeah, thank you for taking your time out. So, big up the whale. For real, honestly. Big up the whale.
Now, obviously, you being here, there's no point you coming here and being silent. This is an opportunity for you to speak and send out your message. That can be to the community, as in those people are saying a lot about you.
Yeah.
Or it could be the
You're
community.
next.
Yeah.
Hold my pocket.
Oh yeah.
Stupid games. Stupid prizes.
Who is next?
Who is next, bro?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's ironic that obviously we've got you on Monday,
Yeah.
but I wasn't there last Monday, and I heard we lost. Puts us in a sticky situation. Puts me in a sticky situation right now because
We're 6 points clear of you, innit?
6 and goal difference.
6 points clear, goal difference, 4 games to go.
Just watched the game.
Remember I
against
told
Smash.
you, no team's done it back to back.
Yeah,
We've
no,
done it, then we've done
of
it 3
course.
times in a row.
Of course. So
You man won the league, and I gave you your credit. Remember, I gave you your credit.
yeah,
I even gave Twinnies credit.
100%.
But the question was, can you do it back to back, bro? Can you?
Right now, it would have been easier to answer that question had these lot won.
While we're talking this, Chris will put up the table.
You guys don't know.
We are 6 points clear.
We just lost on Monday.
And there's 4 games left to play.
Same amount.
By the time this comes out, they would know anyway.
Yeah, they'll know.
We
Yeah,
just
but
lost
like,
to
at the
UTR.
point of where we're at, see, goals Bexleyheath is a serious league. To win it is tough. To do
Very
it back
tough,
to back
very tough.
is what separates the
3.
men from the boys. The Don's done it 3 times in a row.
3.
Should have been 4, but the well stopped us, bro. I'll give him flowers.
look,
I'll give him his flowers.
He didn't play.
Should be getting some prizes.
He
It doesn't
didn't play
matter. Tactics, bro.
Tactician. We all did it. On
Tactician,
the night.
bro. Give him his credit.
Look, I'm someone that is always going to play dark arts. Some people might not like it. Some people
Bro,
might
he was
criticize it.
in Ten Hag's ear the whole game.
I sent a message to him at 2:00 that afternoon.
Stupid game, stupid prizes, you prick.
I sent.
Man, that's
I
a
sent
call
him
off the
message.
Albanian mafia, you know.
I sent him a message.
They were onto you, bro.
They would have turned you into sushi, bro.
They would have turned man into real sushi, fam.
Trust me.
But yeah, so go on.
No, I sent him a voice note at 2:00, and literally it was
AM or
just
PM?
Or PM. I
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
it, and like he never got answered me back, and I knew like straight away. I know Ozzy, innit? He's not great when he's under pressure. So when you got someone shouting in his ear, etc., it makes it even worse. And I can't lie, when he scored that goal, I thought, yeah, it's done. But I'm gonna be honest, you lot were the better team.
Okay, good.
On the night, you did a job. Unfortunately, you come up against Damo, who had a worldie, bro. And,
He had a world. See that? Worldy.
He had a worldie, yeah. And look, credit where it's due. Look, for me, you will never see Kurt, Brad, and Oz miss those chances. And I said to the twins, listen, on another day, we'd hold 7, 8, or whatever. Funny enough, I played that game. We held
8.
7.
It held 7, yeah.
7-1. So you took your chances in that game, and it's led you to the position that you're in right now, which I wish we was 3 points behind you. I could then say, you know what, it's in our hands. We beat you. We can rely on someone else to possibly do it. Unfortunately, we're in a situation right now where Dons have never been in this position where they've lost 3 in a row. Like realistically, it's not 2 in a row. Yes, we win on Monday.
What do you mean?
Bragging.
What do you mean
If we
2 in a
beat
row?
you on Monday, that's bragging rights. But at the same time, we close the
Doesn't
gap
mean-
by
doesn't
3.
mean the league's done.
But what I'm saying is goal difference. You guys have put up a goal difference that, I mean, it's not catchable.
Yeah.
I don't think realistically. You have to be realistic. If Sanghara and Splash turn up with a keeper, it's not going to be possible to put up the numbers that you guys have put up.
I've never looked at it like that. Sanghera.
Whatever
I've always
they
said
were.
Sanghera.
Sanghera.
Yeah, you know, you're right.
To be honest, I think
Sanghera. Damn.
and yeah, I feel like the gap right now, even if we beat you on Monday, 3 points, unfortunately, even if UTR, R2J were to do us a favour, you're not losing. I just can't see you lot losing 3 in a row.
You think
you have to lose 3
you
in a row.
think SC Dons are going to win the league?
You have to lose 3 in a row. But
Listen to
I'm
the
going to say
question.
it's
Listen to
never
the
over
question.
till the fat lady sings. Yeah.
Listen to the question.
But-
Do you think SC Dons will win the league this season?
I'm going to say
What-
yes because of the signings you have made. I would not have said this had it not been for Dom, Kurt coming in. He's linking up with Oz. They've brought in there, that game that is very tough to beat unless you are very experienced, but at the same time, you have to be smart. Like one mistake and it's done. That's how them games are gonna get. And I feel like if it weren't for them signings, I'd have said no.
Yeah, with all your Whale experience,
It's not happening.
we've seen your journey from.
Right now, it's not happening.
We've seen you travel. You're well travelled. We've seen you play from so many different teams.
Yeah.
Why have you never been able to settle with?
Why have you never found an ocean?
How do you?
you are
how'd
well
you
travelled.
put it best? Like
Because you're world class.
I'm not understood.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it. I'm not understood. And if I was, I wouldn't be going from this team to that team. Whatever. And another thing, there's always going to be that one person or that other person that just simply doesn't like where I've come from. Remember, I played for Dons for 2 years and a half. It's still the team that I've played.
And you came into
most
he came into the. Let's not take that away from him.
Remember,
by the way.
I've been here.
He came into the trenches. Yeah. Like, he was in the X1s, which was at the time. Yeah, we
it's
was
toxic
traveling all
shit.
around the UK. It was toxic, bro.
People making noises behind his goal.
And I remember 69 Manwhale. Like man was playing in deep Birmingham, Northampton. Cold Harbour on a cold evening when we beat Street League. You won penalty shootout.
Penalty shootout, it was unbelievable.
Alright, listen, don't take a man's flowers, bro. And I'm putting that out there. Yeah, don't take a man's. This man bled for the badge, and that's why I can never hate you.
I was there for 2 years.
You bled for the badge, bro.
And like I said,
even fought for the badge.
That's what I was about to say. DFC, potentially, you was potentially one of our first fighters. Not everyone knows there was a behind-the-scenes boxing match between two dons, Manwhale and another don. We're not going to get into it, but there was a behind-the-scenes boxing match. 3 rounds.
For the sake of staying at the...
So, Manwhale... No, he went to play on pitch, right?
So basically, it was... I knew it was my last week in that sense.
So what I'm trying to say...
Let me go out with a bang.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is,
I had a fight on the Tuesday and I had a game on Friday.
On the Friday.
I said, you know what, yeah? If I fight... or something like that, if I win, I get to play up top.
100%.
Suarez, Bromley.
Yeah, 100%.
And it happened.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, so the Dons, yeah, is a tough school. We know that. And that's why sometimes people might think, oh, you go too far, you're aggressive, yeah. This is what goes on behind the scenes. We made a man fight physically, right? Am I lying here?
But you know what?
Physical fight, gloves on, at TUA boxing gym in Bexleyheath. 3-round spar. A man that's never boxed before. And another man. And they went at it. Credit to both fighters. And because of that, Flips, who was obviously building DFC at the time, because of your honour and your courage, he granted your wish. And you played up top, Bromley on the Astro. Against TUA. Against TUA.
I was about to score.
And if you would have scored, you didn't score. So you got dragged at half time. Yeah, man.
Wait.
But
you keep your receipts though. You keep your receipts.
I'm confident.
The reason why I say this, he knows people from way back. Because there was an episode that came out recently where you said, this man, do I need to say his name?
Say it.
Leggett started off as a Dons fan. There was footage of him wearing
he
a
left
Don
a
hat.
comment. I remember when Khaled Whale sent a voice note and he said, I'm going to put Leggett in a Don's top. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible. I'll be honest. I didn't think it was possible. But guess what the truth is? He put Leggett in a Don's top. Because when we played against them, dare I say it, Jamie Leggett wanted SC Dons to win that game. You put Leggett in a Don's top.
I promise you that final was something to remember, yeah, in the sense that there's so many people, 300 or whatever, yeah. It was a mad game.
It was crazy.
I still do. Like I said, I don't know. I said to the Twins, God wanted us to win. Bro, you could play that game 100 times and give the same chances to those individuals. Kurt lined up someone and that trademark, you know the one where he placed it, he hit the post, that goes in all the time. Yeah, that's Hass's thing, yeah. And there was one point, he got it, it's a tap in, it's hit the post, come into Damon's hand. I'm like, what is going on here, bro? Like, there was one, he was through on goal. I kid you not, 38 minutes. Dons are about to win it. He's through on goal. He never misses this. He's chipped him, it's gone past the post. What was the chances? And you can almost feel like, shit, they're going to get a goal here. And it come, and it's like, bro, like, after all
But just remember, we didn't even have to win that game. But the mentality that we've always had is...
We needed a draw to win that.
Yeah.
And it would have been exactly the same as... But you know what? People won't know. Dons did this to DUA. They needed a draw. They drew 2-2. I brought the Albanian flag for Oz. I said, Oz, here you go. That was the first time you won it, I think. And I remember sending it to that final day. So I was playing for R2J and I beat Ozzy. And I sent him home with a donut. That's your golden boot. See that, Oz? I know you don't like it. I know you don't like me reminding you. But that's same as what I did to Freddie Nice earlier in the week.
Freddie Nice is shrimp, by the way.
But Ozzy's a player. Listen, Ozzy's done it 3 times, and I'll give him his credit. 3 times in a row. That's not going to happen again, I don't think. But that sent it to a final day, and you lot won.
Has Ten Hag harpooned
Could
the
have
whale?
happened again. He has.
Would you say that Ten Hag has harpooned the whale?
Bro, if it comes to head-to-head, he's told me, he always reminds me, head-to-head, he's beating me. He has beaten me, 100%.
Have you settled the score with KO5?
I said there was no score to settle. I'm going to be honest. I was only doing that to try to rattle him. But
this is an experienced,
experienced
player.
I couldn't do it because he wasn't biting back. This is something you guys... When I played R2J the other week, I needed to rattle 2 people. Their best player, Freddie Nice, and Jamie Leggett, their manager.
R2J, stop calling him Freddie Nice, man. He's the shrimp.
The shrimp.
He's a shrimp.
What? Freddie Nice?
I don't understand why people don't... Listen, take the Don's blueprint, please. Characterize your players. Well, look what we do. This is what we do. Why are you calling a man Freddie Nice?
Shrimp.
It's shrimp. Do you understand? Like, I don't get it. Why did you ever call you? Why did they call you Khaled for? Manwhale, bro.
Trust, yeah. That's another thing. A lot of people don't. Yeah, still like.
Bro, I don't understand how people do it.
To call me that, yeah.
Even when Dirtbag was playing for RTJ, it was Bradley Ryan. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why, bro?
He's a full name.
Come on, man. Shrimp. Put some respect on the shrimp, man.
Like
Shrimp Shearer, what a player, by the way, man. Shrimp Shearer. We got to salute him, you know.
Yeah, he's done.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I almost feel like you're being too respectful because.
No, I was just gonna get onto it. I was gonna get onto the point. He was.
Be honest, because
bro,
you're not here to be. This is
bro,
uncensored.
Let the world speak, bro. You need to speak.
Leggett,
Today is your platform.
Leggett and Shrimp. Yeah, I told them prior. I added both of them. I added the club. Yeah, I said to them
because Leggett is now the manager of.
I said
RTJ,
to the
right?
twin. Yeah, I said to the twins, let me loose, let me at them. Yeah. And I put up a meme on Insta. Added them. Yusuf, Khaled, you're not. It's not about you, bro. I said, Yusuf, this week it is about me, bro. 1 week later, I started. Get on the pitch, you would watch it. The video's out. Chris put the camera on Fred. Put the camera on Rob. Rob, what are you gonna do to him? I'm gonna put him in a spliff. Fred, don't worry, I'm gonna put it in the back of the net. What happened at the end of the game? I actually did what I couldn't do to an Aussie or what's it called? A Kurt. So back to that point. Then he bit
KO5,
minute
man.
1.
Hey, address him correctly.
KO5. He bit. Yeah. He turned round, ignored his whole team.
Who?
The shrimp. He was going at it with me. He completely forgot about his team, the tactics, whatever. It was him versus me, and that is exactly what I wanted. He played right into my hands. Lost them the game. Went home, didn't score a goal, and I ended up winning the game 4-1 down. Rose up like the Undertaker.
Speak it, bro.
Rose up like that Undertaker. 4-1 down, and I got him shouting, cussing me, everything. You name it. I made a howler. You can only imagine.
I heard you say something about you had his boot on your shoulder or something.
Bro.
Say no more,
His
bro.
boot's there as well. Like I said,
Say no more, bro.
There's an innocent bystander.
the only way I get this is if I send a man home with a donut and I win the game.
Okay,
And
but there's a bystander that always gets hit, you know, an innocent, you know, like, and this man, he turns up every week, and he's actually played, and he's played for his club, wears glasses, and he seems like the most gentleman-like man. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oscar from UTR.
Oscar.
What a gentleman. And one I got love for
He's
Oscar.
a gentleman.
He's a gentleman, yeah, but he once came towards me and he said, my biggest regret is that you gave this well a platform.
Yeah, I heard that.
I saw you hold a trophy in front of his face and he could see his reflection in the trophy, bro. You're laughing. He weren't laughing. You held it to his face and you said to him, I can see your face in this trophy. Then you looked at us and you said, you're next.
Yeah, look, this episode, yeah, it was the first game of the season, this season.
Does the whale respect UTR?
I do, and the reason why I celebrated that hard and I was so happy is because I know how serious he takes it. And I know how serious UTR are. So when he was playing for a draw, or UTR are very smart in how they want to win a game. They realise they can do it the ugly way.
But why are UTR not challenging for no titles?
For me, I feel like I think they've lost their way a little bit in the sense that they haven't got a consistent team and they haven't built on it. So what I mean by that is
but haven't they? Bradley plays consistently. The two boys from Glitchy Joe play.
Not all the time.
I got to big up Bradley because Bradley plays on 11s.
The season that they won against you and it went to the final day, that season, that was a consistent team.
Yeah,
that was there nearly every week. Ali was in goal the whole season. what I mean by consistent, you see the same keeper. Sometimes Jordan plays, sometimes the other keeper plays, sometimes they might not even have one. But you know what? Fair play to them. Look, they got they got a lot of players. A lot of people can't make it, etc. But I do believe, I did ask the question. I said, listen, why don't you just put it out there and say, I want 7 man.
I don't think you take Five seriously. I think they get mugged off.
I don't think that they don't take it seriously. I don't think they can compete, bro.
They don't, bro.
I don't think they can compete.
Alright, cool. Do you know why? I say you can't say that with a team that has just won a league, won a cup back to back. Yeah, you look at your greater squad. You look at what's happened at the Dons. Yeah, there is an actual.
No, but you can say the reason why I'm saying that because we've always taken Five seriously.
Yeah.
But when we were smoking things on 11s, we wasn't doing much on 5s.
Yeah, bothered like that.
When we won stuff with you at 5s, it's not. We weren't the best 5s team.
Okay, but I also think, and forgive me if I say this, I think that was down to management.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that the management got it right in the game check. So we would make subs at the wrong time. We would lose games because we didn't manage the game right.
We had no tactics. We had
Leggett
ref in the game, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember, Leggett was ref in the game. And I'm going to go back to this guy, yeah? As in, this is where it goes back to. And I believe he's never liked you. He's never liked me. There was one time, yeah? I'm going to say it. He's sensitive. He takes everything to heart. He's not someone that you can banter with because everything, he just takes it too serious. There was one time, I was playing in a Don stop at Elton and I shouted, I made a mad save. I looked at him because he was managing England or something. England. I said, I'm the best keeper you've ever seen. Well, there's literally nothing in there. I'm the best keeper you've ever seen. Walked off the pitch or something like that. He had a little shot and I looked at you. I went, "Dog, is he all right?" He went, "Khaled, leave him, man." Do you remember that? I remember that. It was at Elton. Yeah. That's when I realised. And then I realised, like, as the years were, I had a season with GB Aranja with KO5 and Roca, some of the ballers you've played with him recently in that tournament. A whole season in futsal. He's watched that futsal. He knows all those players on that circuit. I started the season with Saha. My first game was at a ground that everyone got banned from filming. Something madness happened with Wall. I don't know.
Yeah, Beckenham.
Beckenham. I was there. He didn't say hi, nothing. I had to run the line. I was just fresh into Saha. I have to make my name again. First week, I see the twins. They're managing Hatcham on the other side. Hatcham over the SFL. He didn't approach me. He didn't say hi and run the line. I would have, for me, it goes a long way if a man just go, "Oh, Khaled, how you doing, man? I see what you did at in the futsal. Well done, man." Like, I know some of the boys. That conversation did not happen. It didn't even happen. But he also refed games when I was in goal for Dons. And he was wearing a Don cap.
You took note.
No, I remember.
So are you saying the
little things like that, you know when a man just basically either don't like you or is preying on your downfall. And it goes, and this is a build-up, man, to the point where even Ladbrokes recently, he put a team out, beat him at Ladbrokes. It was a win or go home situation.
Has the Manwhale got Jamie Leggett's number?
100%. I beat him at Ladbrokes. He didn't even come on the pitch to shake a man's hand. I respect a man who shakes a man's hand after a defeat. He didn't do it.
Wow.
We went missing. I had a mad game that game. You have to play 3 games in a group stage to progress, yeah? And we had IFC in quarterfinals. We had to win our game. IFC had to win their game. We've ended up meeting. We've both had good games. I had a sick game. He didn't come on the pitch. He didn't shake my hand. He said, "You know what? It was because of you they won." Nothing like that. But the twins, Oz, Haas, they all say, "Khaled, well played, man." Da, da, da. Again, it's a build-up, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, so that's 1, that's 2, now that's 3. So I'm constantly experiencing this, yeah? So this guy's a problem with me. You're now R2J's manager. I used to play for R2J. R2J were at I was with Tunde, Fred, and before that madness happened, that abandoned game.
Push him for towels.
Shrimp, Tunde. We brought in Don Perez. I know Don would have committed that whole season. Had Kenny obviously not abandoned the game and then deduction of points, then people just stopped playing. I stopped. Tunde stopped, Fred stopped, Dom didn't come. And then I felt like that will lead up to a question later on. But again, like, you're now manager of R2J, and then because of the build-up, that's what's led to what's happening now. And me rattling him on a football pitch. I'm 4-1 down. I've just come back. I've done something. I can't lie. I just put my middle finger like towards that direction, rattled. I knew he wasn't going to focus on his team for the last 5 minutes.
Put his fin up.
Put his fin up.
Showed his fin, bro.
Put his fin up.
And he was rattled. He couldn't wait for the final whistle. Come on the pitch, I'm shouting all sorts.
Alright, so look. Let's get to current affairs then, innit? First of all, yes or no? Is the Manwhale banned from goals, Bexleyheath?
I'm back against you this Monday.
Okay, so like me, you're coming off of a ban, right?
Yeah.
So you held a ban, I held a ban.
Respectfully,
We both got banned.
Yeah.
Took it on the chin for our badge.
Yeah, cool.
Did Jamie Leggett physically attack the Manwhale? Because I'm hearing rumours, bro.
Basically, after that game...
But why is Jamie Leggett... Leggett banned?
He got a ban. All I heard is he got a ban for 8 weeks or something.
But he's at the games, though.
But this is what I'm saying.
What do you mean he's at the games? He's
I got banned.
Okay, let me explain it.
And let me quickly explain. So, while the Dons smoke splash...
Correct.
I was on the sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah? No, let's have it right. I was sitting on the sofa. Yeah? But while R2J played the Dons, Jamie Leggett was at goals.
Of course. He was on the outside perimeter.
While Manwhale is banned, there ain't no Wells at goals, bro.
Correct.
So let me take it back. Just get onto that. So did Jamie Leggett physically attack you?
The answer will lead up to this, to what I had. So on the pitch after the comeback, I'm
after the humpback.
I've gone to the camera. I'm shouting. Funny enough, he's behind me, trying to get at me, and people are holding him back. I'm being led into Bexleyheath change room by security and everything. Khaled, let's go, man. Let's go. I'm pumped. He's followed me all the way into up to the change room to near reception. People are telling him, go, man. Khaled, get in the change room. You know DUA have that 25-minute team talk after.
Yeah, what's all that about?
Listen, twins are twins, innit? What can I do? Like, they want to give their feedback. They want to talk or whatever. You'd think, man, them are gone. I've come out on my own. I look to my right, they're all still there in the front. They all set out at the front.
Who? Jamie Leggett and his army?
I've come out. I'm thinking they would have been gone by then. But I looked, I was like, right.
So Jamie Leggett was waiting outside for you.
They were all waiting for
I
me.
need to go to the toilet, put this on pause, I can't hold it. Sorry guys, I've been holding it for time. Alright, let us talk. Was Jamie Leggett outside waiting for you?
Can I continue from...
Yeah, go on.
If you remember where you were.
I do. So imagine I've just come out, at the change room, and I've looked to my right and they're all still outside. So you'd have thought after 25 minutes, they would have been gone. And another thing, I would have thought after 25 minutes, all the commotion and everything and tension would have died down. You think, it's done, innit? They came back, they won, fair enough. I see Joe Taylor come through the door and I approached him. I said, good game, man, well played. Slap my hand away.
Wow.
Who's Joe Taylor? They're unreal.
No, it ain't. What,
Who's Joe?
what? I swear upon my mother's
Taylor?
life.
The camera.
Yeah. I swear upon my mother's life, we ain't losing today.
On my mum's life, we're winning today.
They're arseholes, man. We're arseholes, man.
Unreal.
Our arseholes, man.
Kelly's just a fin, mate.
Tunde, that's unreal. You're a player. Yeah. Slap your hand. Slap your fin.
Come on, man. It's a good... Weren't having it.
Yeah. Who weren't having it? You.
But when you're 4-1 up, you got to get the job done.
Yeah.
Because if a well comes back and wins, you're not going to hear the end of it. Especially when your name's Leggett and I've called you out and Shrimp. And I said, Shrimp, watch. I'm going to get your golden boot. Got it. Now, I've done it. Shrimp's gone. He's gone home. Leggett's barged through it. Look, Leggett's seen me and he's barged through the door. Like, he's fuming.
Yeah.
Same way he barged onto the pitch. And I walked off to the camera because he was just giving it.
No way.
No, he didn't.
What are you going to do? Oh, nothing. That's what I thought.
Leggett.
Expecting a reaction. Walked out the door. Kenny was there. receptionist girl, right in front, right in the reception, right there. At that point, I thought, if I scrap this guy right here and there, it's done for me, innit? There's no more.
Yeah.
Because I'm on a tight, like, I'm on a...
Last chance.
Yeah, like, last thingy, like, whatever, like, so Kenny said, look, Khaled, keep to yourself, you know, don't bother him, whatever. But, you know, with me, I'm always going to do what I do on a pitch, but it's how a person takes it. Yeah. Nobody we've played 7-8 seasons, has ever led to that. It's always been either banter, it's just you know, just shut him up by putting the ball in the back of the net, do the job that way, innit? Unfortunately, a lot of people who know him know he's a sore loser, innit? He's a sore loser. He does not take losing well, yeah? Even after 25 minutes, you'd think, he's cooled down. Rob's taking it on the chin, he's taking a loss. You know what, fair play, you won the game, well played, all that. Shook our hand on the pitch. This guy now. He's walked out. I said, Kenny, come on, mate. Look, I bit my tongue. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to be the bigger man. I was thinking, I had a feeling he would do something like that prior to all this, because I felt like if there's anyone that's going to do that, it'll be him, because he is one person that he's not like you, man. You won't take it. Look, how much have I given you lot on a pitch and off a pitch? Yeah. You know, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, I was thinking in terms of DUA points and what happened before the 7-7 game and whatever, and R2J before, and Kenny himself and Bexleyheath, that could have escalated. And he took me to the back. I said, listen, banned me for 8 games, the ref. And I ain't even done anything close to that. I was just pleading my case for like a penalty now.
8-game ban, you know. Damn.
I took that on the chin, came back. Unfortunately, you know, I ended up leaving him, joined DUA. Yeah. To my fortune, ended up winning the league with him. But things happen for a reason.
Manwhale won DUA the title.
Things happen for a reason, yeah. So it's written. He didn't take the loss, and that's what happened. And ever since then, I haven't seen him. But he's supposed to be banned for 8 games. All of a sudden, it's down to 2 games. All of a sudden, Khaled, now you're banned. Somebody anonymous has gone to head of social media. Don't like what you're in.
Excuse me?
2-game ban.
Excuse me?
You know what? I'll take it.
Anonymous what?
What?
No, somebody's gone with screenshots, said, look, you've added this or whatever. Bexleyheath or...
Let me touch on that.
I said, look, listen...
There seems to be a lot of anonymous things that keeps happening.
I said, listen, look, we all know what happened. I'm just going to take the 2-game, but look, just tell me that I'm trusting you to deal with the situation in terms of if he's banned, innit? Because I know a madness will have happened and this guy's just going to find himself back, and you're playing it down. Now we're playing it down, and he's just going to be back in the fold or whatever. And realistically, I don't really want to be anywhere near this guy. I've not seen him since. All I've seen is the fact that he's smart, he's out, done the system, found a loophole, and he could be in a car park. So apparently a car park's part of a nursery. So he's creepily
watching him all day.
So basically, a car park is not part of Bexleyheath. It's part of a nursery. That's like a school.
So he's watching
and
from the nursery.
Apparently he's allowed to be there. So I've been told, because I had to question, why is he there? Me and Drew had to do our ban, we're not there. I didn't know if my ban was even a match ban or a Bexleyheath ban. So I just thought I won't go 2 weeks anyway, don't worry. And I hear that he's there for the Dons game. I'm like, what? Yeah, he was there. I was like, rah. Behind the fence. Okay. I thought, right, is he that desperate to beat Dons? Like, and he brought in a few ringers. Like, in my opinion, they don't play for R2J. And he still lost that game. Yeah. You see, he lost that game. I thought, right, this guy really wants to beat these guys. This guy's like obsessed. Must be because you're banned. How have you managed that? Then I get told apparently the car park's not part of Bexleyheath, it's just part of the school, and he's managed it. So apparently he's smart. He thought of a loophole. I don't think it's smart. I think you're just desperate to try to beat it. And it's not a coincidence that you had Dons next. You know, would he have been there if it was someone else? We'll never know. But he was there the following week after that, and then I saw it on Insta. I bantered it, and I was like, you know what? Whatever, man. In my opinion, a ban's a ban. Yes, you thought of not being on the premises, but you are now communicating with your team while that game is live to tell them where they can go right.
Managing.
And Dons would have lost that game. I promise you would have lost that game had, like, really, Dons are 6-0 up. The game finished 7-5. Now, if Dons don't have that unbelievable start, and it was a close game from start to finish, they're going to win it. Because whatever he said at half-time completely changed that game. Dons only scored 1 goal in that second half. So which means it was 5-0. It's ended...
No, 6-0.
6-0, it's ended 7-5, right? So you've only scored 1 goal, right? Notice, what did he say behind that fence? Because whatever you said, they turn up and almost... But hang on. That could have played into our hand. We're back in the league. I lost 7-1, but now we're back. Shit, we get ready. Might be their final day again. I can see why no one was complaining. Everyone didn't mind him being there. We need them to beat the Dons.
Jamie Leggett don't beat the Dons, bro.
But like I said,
I think he's beating us.
This guy's on the dirt. It's a mad loss streak. I thought, he's probably going to end it here. No, he didn't. And you know what? Like I said, I'm going back to that point. He shouldn't be there to implement his tactics, because we all know he knows fives. Yeah. And he will know what to say to change the game. He will target that one person and say, you know what, this person is da-da-da-da-da, and then before you know it, this five-a-side now is no one. You sleep for 1 second, it's a goal. 2 goals is nothing. I was 2-0 up against Oscar. Came back, we won 5-3. It was 4-1 down against R2J. Came back, 1-8-6. Wells done it twice.
You're not listening.
6-0
You're not listening.
is not safety in this league. He should not have been there behind the fence, despite it not being the premises. So I'm surprised you guys sat back and went, you know what? I don't know what your response would have been had you lost that game.
We laughed at it, to be honest with you. And
That's
do you know
fine,
what?
but we don't
play stupid games.
Stupid prizes. And he played a stupid game. What is a stupid prize?
Stupid prize is biting. Losing your composure. Playing into my hands. Losing the game from 4-1, grinning, teeth on display, twins on the sideline, shouting abuse.
You hear it all.
I've heard it.
4-1 down. I rose like the Undertaker. Play stupid games.
With stupid prizes.
My thing is, we've all heard the scream. Is it? Are you in pain?
That's not that. Listen, that is if I make a worldie and someone makes me make a mad save. That is not something that I do or I plan to do. I've been doing that when I was there, and then you guys were bantering on my sidelines.
Instinct.
It started off.
It becomes a war cry.
It started off like a tennis. You guys were talking about tennis one time when I first joined.
Yeah.
Then it turned into this Manwhale, and then before you know it, he's a well.
Yeah.
So these saves, I don't know. George will know. He's a goalkeeper. If you make a mad save, I have to let it out. Like, oh my god, like I should not have saved that. That scream is I should not have saved that.
Wow.
That scream is now it will hit whoever just missed that chance.
Yeah.
That chance fell for Mr. Shrimp at 6-6. 7-6. Score. Go home with the spoils, share the spoils. 7-7. Don't let this be stupid. He had the chance. 39th minute. Freddie in front of Khaled. The well, actually. And I let out a big scream, bro. And that was... It's done. It's game, bro. It's done. But that scream is to let whoever just had that chance know you should have binged that. You should have scored that.
And you will do that whatever the scoreline is.
No matter what moment, whatever the scoreline, it's just something that will come out. If
How do you shut the word up?
You should know you've done it.
Does DUA still compete when IFC come up?
Yeah, I think DUA will always compete, but it's just I believe they don't see out the easy games. But since I've been there, their record's been it's like
It's got stronger.
Like, in my opinion, when I
They've been
wasn't
consistent.
there...
They'll go leagues, innit? And
Yeah.
they'll lose 1 game, 2
But
games.
remember, when I wasn't there, they were relying on favours because they'll start the league 0-2. They'll lose to a Splash or... Splash won 8-1 one time. Splash one time a Serious FC one or something. Like so what I'm saying is, like, a smaller team will win and then they'll have to rely on the world to do madness for R2J, which is what happened that led it to the last day. So what I'm saying is, like, the UA can compete, but they can't be dropping points to some of these teams that are at the bottom in it. And I weren't there. I wasn't there on the sidelines on Monday to get into certain man's head. And they lost 3-2. But I'm not saying this, you know, apparently they should have won that game.
Yeah, but it's a bow in their arrow, isn't it?
But I believe dark arts works, bro. And I've always rattled someone. You guys, not so, because I can't really rattle people that that's your game, innit? And I've been there to know what it's like. So I'm like, I'm going to do this. I've always been doing this, but now I'm even more confident. Joining you lot just made me more confident than I already was. I was already like this before. You can ask anyone, but ask 10-year-old lot. He knows me very well. We went to the same school. He'll tell you. Khaled's always been like this.
Is SC Dons the best team at goals, Bexleyheath, at the moment?
For me, I think right now, with the signings, definitely, 100%.
So who's second?
Has to be DUA, because the other lot are just not... They haven't been there for a while. Let's be honest. You've got 3. DUA have got 2. R2J and...
DUA got 2, yeah?
got 1, innit? Yeah, you've got 2. So that was the season where they won, where you guys had to start with -3.
Yeah.
So, you know, end of the day, like, we had to win this season to level it and then take it to finale. But I believe you guys, if you win it, the problem's undefeated. Right now, this Monday, it's not just bragging rights, it's stopping this undefeated run. Because for me, I can't have Aussie put up undefeated on his record. He's already put up 3-peat, he's already put up back-to-back. No one's done back-to-back. We've won it twice, we've never won it in a row. Never won it 3 times in a row. He puts up undefeated. That's saying no one. We can't chat to him anymore.
Yeah.
The only reason you guys will even entertain another season because you owe it to IFC because they joined in the championship. So you know what? Let's see what you guys are about. Let's dance. But Monday, I got to stop this undefeated. And if I don't,
So tell us what happens Monday, according to the well.
if one thing you guys don't know, the Twins don't tell me if I'm playing on the Monday. On the day.
They tell you on the day.
They tell me on the day, midday. So I don't even have time to prepare or even know whether I'm playing or not. I don't know if it's a mentality thing. I don't know if it's a thing where we don't want to gas him so he then goes wild on. So I don't know what the mindset is. Or if it's a case
maybe they
the
can't
other two
control
can't. I don't want to speculate and give you 5 different reasons.
What would be a reason?
Is it because then Damo and Thingy are not... I don't know. Is it a case now we can't tell him now because then he'll start going mad, do something dumb, say something dumb. But realistically, I'm always going to be myself, innit? I still put up memes or whatever.
Where would a Manwhale be playing his football next season at 5s?
I'm not going to be playing for DUA next season.
Oh,
That's official?
100%. That's not because I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I just want to be playing minutes. Now that the season started with Sundays, I need to be actively keeping sharp.
Yeah.
And whether that might be with whoever championship team or playing for a Prem team as well, that's fine. But for me, I need to be playing consistently.
does that not affect you? Like the fact that you've got more clubs than Tiger Woods. The fact that
I don't care about that, man.
you're just on a thing of
Bro,
you're playing.
Listen, the only difference is, look, Kurt plays. KO5, Dom, Oz, we're all the same, bro. We all love our football. We all play tournaments, we play 5s, we all play 11s. We're just born to win. Unfortunately, obviously, they don't put it out as much as I do. Because of where I've been at Don's and the character that you've made me a character, so I was like, let me play on this. And I've carried it on. People like it. Let me keep the people informed on where I'm at, sort of thing. And it's led to that. Otherwise, if I went under the radar and just done my own thing, you wouldn't even know who I'm playing for like that. Do you know what I mean?
What's been your greatest achievement, Will?
I don't know. Like, obviously, playing for the Dons is massive, isn't it? I felt like because I've gone 20 years where I've been playing football, but no one has seen me really anywhere do it unless you've played against me. So you guys gave me the opportunity and the platform to showcase my talent and skill pretty much worldwide, and I feel like I owe it to you guys in a sense, because it's you guys you know, you gave me the platform to do what I've always been doing.
You're such a big character. It's you don't play for the Dons, but we will still reshare moments you've played against us, because we still feel like you've played a big part of this journey. You know, you embraced it. Manwhale 69. Do you know what I mean? Like, you embraced it, didn't question it, went with it.
Threw him in. Remember Birmingham, Nathan the Cap got injured. Threw him on
straight away. Conceded within 30 seconds.
Conceded within 30 seconds. Picked himself up. Takes character, bro.
That was a game, bro.
It takes character. So pick your strongest 5-a-side team. 7 players allowed.
Bexleyheath.
You really gonna give? Why not 5?
What, just a straight 5? No, because you always have 2 subs.
Okay.
So let's go. Pick a 7 squad lineup. You're trying to win everything.
Right now.
Start with your keeper.
Myself in goal.
Yeah.
I'd have Dom, KG, because he can go forward but also do the defensive side if you use him. And
so Manwhale, Dom, KG,
Oz, Kurt.
Oz and KO5.
Yeah, Kurt, KO5.
That'd be a starting 5.
That's it.
And then 2 subs. So that's your starting 5, yeah? So Manwhale, Dom Perez, KG, Ten Hag, KO5. 2 subs.
I'd have Bradley from UTR because he's a good defender.
Yeah.
And he knows the game like that.
Yeah. So Brad, number 6.
Noah.
You're not throwing Dirtbag in there?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Brad. Sorry,
Brad.
Well, over Noah.
Brad over Noah,
Brad, 100%.
So that's your 7.
Yeah,
that's a strong 7.
Yeah, Brad. Sorry.
So Manwhale. So we've got Manwhale ex Don. Don Perez, Don. KG. Don. Yeah. Big up DUA. DUA 5's player, but Don. Oz Ten Hag, Don. KO5, Don. Dirtbag, Don. Bradley Sims. Quality player, UTR. And that's what I'm saying. Our SC Dons right now.
I'd have the whole balance.
Our SC Dons right now, one of the best 5-a-side teams.
Yeah, right now,
in the country.
You can attack any tournament, anything.
With confidence.
100%.
I respect it.
Yeah, in my opinion, right now, as in the squad you've got now, this season, yeah, 100%.
We're looking up there. Alright, look, we don't want to. We're gonna begin to wrap it up, but before we do wrap it up, you've embarked on a new Sunday League journey, right?
Yeah.
So talk us through that. Who have you just signed for?
So I just signed for Guru Nanak. They're a Sunday team playing in the North Kent Prem division.
And that's got Real Gimmer.
Real Gimmer, that you've played them.
They just beat
Ash
Bickley
Green
as
or
well.
someone else in there?
Sun, you beat them in the
Sun
final.
beat them in the final. Real Gimmer's a tough team. We beat them 3-2.
That's a good team.
You know they beat Bickley recently.
They beat Bickley recently.
Yeah, badly.
In a charity show.
4-1 or something.
4-0.
4-0, yeah.
Charity game or something like that.
Kent, listen, you see Kent, yeah, and I've been saying it for those of you that looked into the Sunday League journey. I think Kent Cup, I keep saying
special,
to you,
man.
I think number 1 is special. It's a very special cup competition. And it's always looked at as below the London Cup, because the London is the London. That's got all the. I think the Kent Cup is bigger than the London Cup. I swear to you, I think it's bigger. I think the catchment area is bigger.
Yeah.
Maybe I might be saying that because we're the Dons, and every time we used to go down playing Ramsgate, Margate, there's bare people. But the Kent is kind of like. You see with the Nationals, You see with the Nationals, them northern teams like Liverpool teams, they take that serious. Them Kent Cup teams, it's big for them.
100%.
I think the Kent Cup is tough.
It
Is not easy, bro.
You know,
There's some serious teams.
Wait. You know.
Last year,
Market
Hotel, I think. I ain't played them, but I heard good things.
I heard. Yeah, very good.
No, they are. But you say that, but how far have we got in the London Cup?
We've only got to the quarters.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know when you get to those final stages.
No. I really want to win the London Cup.
You see
But
those
what I'm
final
saying
stages.
is, I don't think
is.
that the Kent is below the London.
I believe the teams are.
I think the
teams
Kent is
If
bigger,
not tougher.
but maybe I feel like because London is London.
We are
capital.
both.
We're London. Yeah, we're both. We're London and
Yeah.
Kent. That's why we do both.
Yeah.
But I'm saying London is obviously that's the capital. London, you got North, East, South West, Dons, Bay Tees, UTR, all these teams, North London teams. I don't know. There's teams.
You get the Highgate,
Hatch Lane, all of these teams. Yeah. So London is a tough competition.
100%.
But in Kent, bro, us we're in there. Bickley, you got your Bickleys, you got your Bayswaters.
You got real teams.
Market Hotel, Sun.
Like I don't think
Quested.
I don't think there's gonna be an easy game.
Are you lot in the Kent Cup?
Yeah, we're in the Kent. Yeah. So
where can people follow?
they
If
don't,
people want to follow your Sunday League journey, how can they follow that?
Okay, I'm gonna touch up on that. That's another thing why they don't do that. They didn't do any of that. Don't know if it's a cultural thing or whatever. I don't know. But for me, it's even better for me because I can focus on my football.
Yeah.
There is no cameras.
Yeah.
And that is what I want. If anything. So if anything.
Yo, don't be
No,
that person. No, do you know why?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know why?
People think because the camera's on.
No,
but
I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it.
That's who I am.
Do you know why? Yeah? I've been playing non-league football for a very long time. That's Tuesdays, Saturdays, whatever. Yeah, and then obviously the difference of SE Dons was none of us anticipated the reach here, but it never caused me to dim my light. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from putting a GoPro in your goal and vlogging your journey. If people don't like it, they don't like you.
They don't like it.
So be it. Yeah, don't try and be this nice guy. I say it all the time, whether we win or lose. Don't feel like no, this is who you are. You are a personality. You are a phenomenal goalkeeper, and you're also comedy gold. You are Marmite. I told you, a goalkeeping Marmite. Somebody will love you, somebody will hate you. But I look at you and I think to myself, why are you so much yourself? And that's how you have to be. Because I look at Khaled, ask yourself this, you're not tall, you're not great at distribution, you let in lots of goals, but everyone loves you.
No, but
so what are you? You're not really a goalkeeper.
My Sunday League record is actually pretty good, you know. I do keep a lot of clean sheets. I can't lie. Because when I was at Saha, we won 4-0 in Surrey Cup, Wangas. I think 1-0 against Brixton. Could have had another one, but we conceded in the 93rd against last kick of the game against Grand Athletic, and I just kept 1-0. So I do keep my clean sheets. So I've always said I'm 11s. I'm an 11s keeper, but people know me because of the 5s. Khaled's a 5s keeper, so they'll never look at me as an 11s. It's just my confidence. It's a confidence thing for me. If I play and I get minutes, bro, like I had to make a lot of big saves like in all these games. So it's not like clean sheet because it's a dead team. There's never really a dead team. You're always gonna have to be asked to play your role. Like there's been moments where I've watched you play. Dons are not having the best game. They're winning 1-0, but they need you. You've come in clutch 1, 2, 3. You've come out 1-0, but it doesn't tell the whole story. And that's similar to some of the games that I've had. But like I said, like in some way, it's good the camera's not there because I can fully focus on my football rather than always be worried that if I make an error, everyone's going to see it. Last season, my first season in Sunday League football. After doing the futsal thing, I went, I'm going to take 11 seriously now. Started with Saha, A lot of people don't know. I was going to actually start with Takers. They announced they were going to have an off year or, I don't know what you call it, a year off. And then was close to signing for M Boys, but they came to me too late because I'd already started with Saha a week later. I played Roca
so can you
last year.
Can you confirm when SC Dons played M Boys midweek, you wasn't in goal?
Let's not do that.
I think we need to thank you for his time, man.
Yeah, man. I've had a whale of a time. I want to thank you for coming in, bro. You feel like you've spoken your truth?
Yeah, man, 100%, bro. We touched up on everything, man. Definitely.
You want to say anything, G?
Those of you who have got words for the Manwhale, make sure you comment below. He will reply. I can guarantee you that.
He'll take to the comments himself.
No, I'll probably
will you? We go to the comments and reply if they ask you questions?
No, you know what?
I'm saying will you? If they leave comments underneath this thing, you'll go there and you'll comment.
Yeah, of course, man. 100%. Don't remind me, man.
YouTube belt Chris.
Don't remind me, bro.
A legend by the name of Ryan Dolby.
Don't do that, bro.
Received it out to the right and cut on his left.
Don't do that, man.
Bottom corner. Manwhale. On the floor, laid out. And we lifted this trophy. Cal Freezy. Come see it. Come see it, Cal. Benny Joseph, we're coming for you. Big G, DFC, September the 24th. his arm will be lifted. I salute you. But the badge has to be fought for. Cal Freezy, come get it. Or let's jump on Misfits.
Tony Jones and Cal Freezy. Thank you very much, man.
Lights on. We're trying to keep the lights on, man.
Turn that shit back on.
Just trying to keep the lights on.
They know I'll do anything. They know I'll do anything.